I also am humbled in the fact that there are, some of the knowledgeable people that I have worked with at CTO.ai, and the fact that, again, as I said, a solution was tailor-made for us and my problems, as well as, being able to support us when we needed it, versus me just constantly wandering through the darkness of DevOps and trying to figure out how am I going to do this and how am I going to support a company that's relying on me to implement something that with accuracy, as well as being performant and reliable and affordable. My name is Doug Niccum, and I am the lead developer at Schier. So Schier is a manufacturer and, frankly, developer. They for anywhere from the conception phase all the way to the manufacturing of grease interceptors for food service establishments. Obviously, the common question is that I get a lot is, well, you develop software. So what does a company, a historically blue collar company manufacturing of tanks, need with software? Well, so originally I was working with Schier on a contractual basis to develop a piece of software called Grease Monkey. And essentially what Grease Monkey was, way back when, was essentially just a series of calculations that was done in a single page web application. And at the time, we basically had one, maybe two environments for Grease Monkey that we maintained. And it was using the Laravel first party Vapor stack, which is basically running an application using AWS Lambda and some serverless databases to basically kind of stitch some things together. I mean, it worked for us, but as our application kept growing, we kept on running into issues where the application stack, the serverless stack, was basically pushing back on us just in terms of, memory limits, and we kept on having to make tweaks to it, and it was becoming, I don't want to necessarily say fragile, but we also ran into problems with just the fact that we would go into black holes of deployment, and we just couldn't deploy code. It's no longer just a single page application. It is a fully fledged ecosystem that has multiple different types of users that is interacted with on a hourly basis. As our company has grown, we've also decided to start interacting with other types of APIs. Our website just recently went from just kind of a self-contained BigCommerce website. So now it's using a application layer that was custom built, leveraging the Statimix CMS, which is then put on top of the Laravel PHP application layer, and then we interface with BigCommerce's headless API for all of our shipping, any kind of inventory, as well as pricing, fulfillment type things. Honestly, for me, the big selling point was Slack. The fact that CTO is currently integrating with Slack, and the fact that you can just type out a series of commands and start running some DevOps functions within a chat client that people are familiar with. It's now a little bit more self-service, and we can simply just say, here are the tools, you guys go do with what you need. The fact that CTO's got an encrypted secret manager for us is basically help protect us from ourselves, has actually made us better, which actually in turn provides a better product for our customers. Our sales in that e-commerce channel have almost doubled in the last year. I hated the fact that with some of these other CI/CD platforms required me to open up a ticket, and it could be 4 or 5 days before I actually ever got a response, which was, especially if you're dead in the water and not being able to deploy any code, that could be catastrophic to your business. It's awesome, the fact that I now can just simply sit back and watch other developers do their work.